Cliffe Knechtle just joined Tucker Carlson to talk about transgenderism, and you won't believe what he said and how it ties into a much bigger spiritual battle happening right now.
This is accelerating.
Yes.
And what are the manifestations of it? How do you know that?
Well, obviously, when it comes to the issue of sexuality in our culture, it is tragic. Absolutely tragic to watch people say, I don't know whether I'm male or female, but wait a second, I'm the one who defines it. Because everything is relative. So if I want to define myself as an individual or as they and them, that's cool. If I want to be he today, she tomorrow, they the day after tomorrow, that's okay. Because truth is something I create in my head. It's a cosmic crapshoot. That's all life is. It's ultimately meaningless because God didn't create me. No intelligent mind put me here for a purpose. Life is ultimately meaningless, so I'll just create it according to my own desire.
The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So he's going to come for our identity. And maybe this is one way he's doing it. What do you guys think on that?
Or just counter to observable truth, like I can change my sex. No, you can't. It's determined at the DNA level. So like, no, that's untrue. So you could laugh at that. Why do you call it tragic?
I call it tragic because I lose my understanding of why you're valuable. And if you rub me the wrong way, there is nothing that says I can't cut you off at the knees. And the whole idea of forgiving is ridiculous.
Can you stop this? I feel like you're at the heart of something that I don't fully understand, but if you don't mind explaining it a little more fully, why does that statement, I can change my sex because I'm self-created, I'm God of my own life, why does that affect the way that I feel about you or you about me? Why does that make you less valuable or me less valuable?
It doesn't, but it's based on a philosophy. It's based on a worldview, and that worldview says that we all are cosmic accidents, which means we define ourselves, we define our value, we define our morality, we define everything about us.
Right.
Which means I will also define how I'm going to treat you.
Exactly.
Do never to do that to me again.
That's good. Yeah, it makes me think of some old friends that I had. They weren't necessarily believers, and I was talking to them about God, and he would say how he believes he's his own God. Rather than believing in a God, he believes in his own God. It's very prideful. I feel like it's, instead of putting yourself before God, like placing yourself before God, instead you're saying, I am a God. And it's like, you're so imperfect. How can you trust yourself? How can you trust other people? When I was being prideful in things, whether it be YouTube or even my writing, like my book, when I was doing it out of my own strength and my own pride, I ended up giving up or slowing down. But when I trusted in God, he gave me the energy. He gave me the peace about what I was doing, and it kept me going. It's easy to be disciplined when you have the peace of the Lord. It's hard to be disciplined when you're doing it in your own merits, in your own strength.
The value is inherent in the baby. Because the baby exists, the baby is valuable because the baby was created by God.
Bingo. You take God out of the picture and you're up a creek without a paddle when it comes to explaining to me why is that baby valuable. Oh, that baby's valuable because I have a lot of strong feelings. Yeah, fine. So that's your genetic drive, right? As mom and dad to care for your child. Well, guess what? I know a lot of deadbeat dads who could give a rip about their kids.
Yeah.
So don't give me this bit that dads have to love their kids. And yet the majority of dads understand that child is valuable. Okay, so now the question is why? Why is that child valuable? And I would argue, if there is no God, that child is a hunk of primordial slime evolved to a higher order. So don't give me this gibberish that this child is valuable. Instead, be intellectually consistent and acknowledge this child is a cosmic accident, the same way I'm a cosmic accident.
That's so interesting. So you really can't say that any child or any person is valuable except for the products he produces or the services he provides.
Bingo.
Unless you acknowledge that he was created by God.
Correct.
Because where would the value come from?
Exactly. Yep. And you know where the value comes from in our culture? The size of your stock portfolio, the size of your bank account,
totally
the style of your car, the house you live in, the size, the grandeur of it. And that is so superficial. I mean,
don't take it with you. You don't take your money with you. You don't take your car with you. It all turns to dust. And when I lose my money, it was not fun. When I gain my money, I was great. Same with views. When I get views on a video, sometimes I go back to that insecurity and I'm like, oh yeah, I got 100 views. And then sometimes when I get like 10 views, I'm like, no, what have I done? And I'm like, I have to realign myself. It's like, no, God, you have a plan for me. I trust in that. And whether it's 10 or whether it's 100, your will be done, Lord. And I pray the same for you, God. Just recenter their focus, Lord, on you and what you have for them, Lord. I thank you. Thank you, Jesus.